TA quality right there, bud.
And with that, what's up, folks?
Howdy.
We're watching. So it's Stu Meyer, Eddie Cross sitting in for Justin Simmons,
Hit my music, hit my music.
and we see a mullet on NXT. We're hearing they're doing the Chase University pep rally for Thea Hale, and the NXT Women's Champion Tiffany Stratton out.
Costco Mandy Rose.
She sounding a little bit better than she did a couple of weeks ago.
I think when
I don't know. Maybe they let her. I don't know if they let her.
well, first
maybe
off,
they didn't script her as much. Or
it was much shorter.
That's true.
That helped.
Yeah, they didn't. She didn't have to go.
Like 5 minutes by herself.
But she.
Yeah, when she's just being a mean
even
girl.
then, even now, it's like a bad acting job. So,
But you can
but
see
hey,
where it'll get better.
It's developmental.
Exactly.
It's NXT. So, oh man, we are back. At least part of us.
Thea Hale is kind of fun.
Thea Hale is fun.
It's like a little wind-up toy.
Took the week off last week as I endured
I
the
expect
Bastrop heat
I expect to see more of a tan.
for the 29th year. It's 30th, but it's technically 29 because 2020 we lost it to the Global Bastard. But my 29th summer at Lost Pine Scout Reservation, doing my thing with the Boy Scouts. It was hot.
Yeah.
I
walked
the
in.
reason you did not see it, tan, because we basically stayed under the pavilion for most. I mean, we're not silly. Look, I'm the baby of the group.
Really?
Well, there were only two of us, but there was me and another gentleman who I worked with for years and years, and he's old enough to be my father. So
Does he have as glorious a beard as you?
no, he is clean. He's clean shaven.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I walked in, and I'm like, never really paid attention. I'm like, oh, Stu's wearing shorts, and your ankles are about the same shade as your shirt.
Yes. Yes.
I was like, I thought you
Well,
were
I did wear
outdoors
shorts
all
all week.
Yeah, I thought you were outdoors all week.
Yeah, I did wear shorts all week. It was, like I said, it was hot.
Yeah.
And it's continuing to be hot. If you're checking us out from somewhere outside the state of Texas,
lucky you.
Yeah, lucky you. I think it's, let's see,
It's supposed to be.
just past 7:30 p.m. Central. It is 100 degrees.
I think it got up to 106 today, maybe
I think
107.
so. And it's supposed to get hotter. And the low is not supposed to get below 80.
And the funny part is, people are surprised.
Yeah. So.
Like, it happens every year, man.
Well, but it does. There are years where it doesn't happen this early.
True. And yes, climate change is real.
Yeah.
My biggest issue is that my neighbor on the other side of my bedroom likes to smoke pot, and it comes through my vents, which means I have to open the window in my bedroom, which, as my mom would tell you, means now I'm air conditioning Travis County.
Yes.
And that's just racking up my bill.
I get you.
Luckily, I'm moving away from there this weekend.
Well,
But, yeah, it's annoying. And I had to leave my window open coming here because I know they're just going to light up while I'm gone, and I don't need my whole apartment smelling like that.
well,
I'm trying to keep my closet from smelling like it because I got to go to work 4 days a week. Can't go to the job smelling like
no, that's true.
an ashtray.
That's true.
Yeah, even the fun ashtray.
We will do the show. We've got the second segment in the can. As earlier today, I was able to have a nice chat with the brand new Impact Wrestling World Champion, Alex Shelley. It was great to talk to him. And so we chatted for a bit. It was kind of fun. So they had their Against All Odds special. It was about a week and a half ago. So the Motor City Machine Guns claimed gold, but both of them singles.
Oh.
Alex got the world title. Chris Sabin got the X Division title.
Nice.
So It was Chris Sabin's 9th X Division championship.
Wow.
So
Has Sabin been the Impact World Champion?
he has.
Okay.
So now they are both Triple Crown champions. So it's very
Congrats,
cool.
fellas.
Very cool. So that is that was.
Yeah, I never got into Steve Macklin.
I didn't have a chance to really. He didn't hold the title very long.
Well, not even just as a champion, just as a character. He's just another angry guy.
Yeah.
I'm like, and I didn't actually like what's his name with the ear protectors.
Josh Alexander.
Yeah, Josh Alexander. Just.
Oh, I like him. I've had a chance to talk
it.
to him multiple times.
I know you probably know him personally, but like as a character, I just never got into it. There's nothing.
He
that
got
sets
a
him
little
apart to me.
overshadowed by Ethan Page when they were a tag team.
Yeah.
In Impact.
I can see that.
The
Because there's nothing spectacular about it.
but
I'm like, just give me something that not everyone. Okay, you're a tough guy who's a good wrestler. Okay,
yeah.
but what makes you different?
It was it was a good chat. It's actually, you can check it out on our YouTube channel and on the podcast. But it will be part of the radio show as well. So there you go. We will preview Forbidden Door. We will talk about the Bloodline finally crumbling and some other stuff that happened in WWE as well as AEW.
Yeah, I didn't see that kick coming.
We'll talk a little AEW Collision. Did you watch Collision?
I did.
Okay, we'll talk about it. So yeah. So it should be a fun show. So let's make a little radio magic. Shall we?
Because he's a wizard.
Let's see. Here in it. Yeah. All right. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, just in case you're deaf, dumb, blind, stupid, or let's just assume poor, this is MJF, and you're listening to the Sports Guys Talking Wrestling.
When they're not covering the sports world, they're talking about the world of professional wrestling.
It's Sports Guys Talking Wrestling.
Now, here's Stu Myrick.
It is Sports Guys Talking Wrestling on the Horn. Stu Myrick. Justin Smash Simmons has the night off. He's taking care of some PA duty. So, in his place, fresh off of Fight Night, it is the one, the only Eddie.
I'm holding on to the rope, Stu. Tag me in.
All right, there you go. We'll tag you in.
All right.
There you go. How you been, man?
Man, I'm worn out. I'm packing.
For once, you guys had the night to yourself last week.
Yeah.
We took the week off.
And we didn't have enough going on to do a 2-hour show. And getting Jordan to do a 1-hour show is hard enough.
This
week we started recording around 10:15 on Monday night, and he's like, "Oh, we're at someone else's house, and we got some." I'm like, "You could have told me." Sit around here waiting.
Well, nevertheless, it was nice to have the week off. As you know, I put the video up on our Twitter at SGTWATX and our Instagram and Facebook that I was out at Boy Scout camp last week, and I didn't want to take all the stuff out there to do a show, and, all that good stuff, and I couldn't really leave camp. So we just took the week off, but we are back, or at least I'm back again.
So what is your rank in the Scouts?
Well, I'm an adult volunteer. I am an Eagle Scout.
Okay.
And
like Scoutmaster, General.
I am
Emeritus,
for those that know scouting, I am a member at large of our district committee.
Okay.
District is a section of the council. So multiple troops, but I'm mainly just I'm a camp commissioner, so I work in unit service there, helping the units with what they need, and a few other things. So
I think camp commissioner would have done better for me. I'm like,
but that's only once a year. That's 1 week a year.
Yeah, but it's an easier title to understand.
Yeah. Plus, I'm on the cooking crew.
Oh, that's special.
Which
that was some good pork.
We'll try. You got to remind me. It probably won't be till October, but you got to remind me but I'll get you some more.
I'm gonna schedule a text message.
Yeah. So anyway, enough of that. Let's we've got a pay-per-view this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Sunday night, AEW, New Japan Pro Wrestling, Forbidden Door. It will be Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, on Bleacher Report. It will come to us from the Scotiabank Arena in Toronto. This is
Been a lot in Canada this past couple weeks.
Well, they're doing the tour.
UFC
This is the second edition of the Forbidden Door pay-per-view. As of right now, we're recording this on Tuesday night, so we have yet to, obviously Dynamite will be upcoming. But as of right now, we only have 4 matches, which, you figure there's going to be quite a few more booked on Dynamite, probably on Rampage, and on Collision. And we'll talk about Collision here in just a bit. Right now, the 4 matches, and I have betting odds, by the way, from our friends at Bet Online. So for the AEW World Championship, MJF defending against the Ace, Hiroshi Tanahashi. As you might expect, MJF an overwhelming favorite.
Yeah. What do you think he's gonna pull to try and get out of that on Wednesday?
Oh, he'll have to wrestle, but he'll
try something.
He'll hit him with the ring.
It'll be
something.
entertaining.
Yeah. So, Sonata defending the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship against Jungle Boy Jack Perry. Again, Sonata is an overwhelming favorite.
I still miss the old belt though.
As we get close to the G1 climax, where they will determine who will challenge for that title at Wrestle Kingdom next January. Sonata's in the tournament, so he could win it and then end up choosing his own opponent. So
that's always
we'll see him. As I mentioned, Sonata overwhelming favorite. Both MJF and Sonata both at minus 5,000.
Wow.
1-50. So the other 2 matches, Kenny Omega defending the IWGP United States Heavyweight Championship against Will Ospreay.
Now that one I would guess would be a pick'em.
Right now, Will Ospreay is at a minus 300 to Kenny Omega's 200. So
pretty close. Yeah.
Will Ospreay 1-3, Kenny Omega 2-1. There was talk. We saw Will Ospreay show up at the end of Dynamite last week and attack Kenny Omega. Mm-hmm. How Will Ospreay is dealing with a shoulder injury. And it was, I don't think wrestling Lance Archer at Dominion helped anything.
No.
So we'll see how that goes. And then the only other match that has been announced, the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson, taking on the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada, or now they're calling him Kazuchika Okada. That one is,
going to steal the show.
The odds right now, Okada is at a minus 550 or 2-11 odds. Danielson at a plus 325 or 13-4 odds.
That makes sense.
Yeah, you got to imagine that's going to steal the show.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, arguably two of the best wrestlers on this planet tying up in the ring. That's going to be big.
Yeah, I really wish the Rainmaker had been wrestling in the U.S. more.
Well, they've had him on occasionally on the New Japan Strong shows in the U.S. So, but it's not very often.
Yeah, and he could be a huge star.
Well, I think
he's got the size, he's got the look, he's got the ability.
He's a huge star anyway.
Yeah,
I think it's like, what would he do if he was in AEW or WWE?
Yeah,
So, but anyway, so that's. As I said, right now that's the card as it stands now. Expect more matches to be announced this week on AEW television. But for now, Forbidden Door this Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central on Bleacher Report. You got to imagine there will be a buy-in hour, 1 hour prior. They will be at the Scotiabank Arena in Toronto. So, and they're, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's where they're kicking off the Owen Hart Memorial Cup.
I think that's right.
Ricky Starks is declared for it. Someone else declared for it. I can't remember who. Might be Jay White. We'll see.
So I
But
just looked up. There's a butt on the screen next to NXT. I was like,
you gotta imagine.
sorry.
We will see Jay White and Juice Robinson involved in something.
Yeah.
I think there is some talk we might see Orange Cassidy, who's the AEW International Champion, face off against Zack Sabre Jr., who is the current NJPW World TV Champion. We'll see. That could be an interesting one. That could be an intriguing one because Zack is such a technical wizard.
Yeah.
To have Orange wrestle him, that could be interesting.
And my question is, what do you do with Wardlow?
That's a good question. Wardlow lost his TNT title to Luchasaurus Saturday night on Collision. Although if you look, Christian Cage grabbed the belt. I don't think Luchasaurus has even held the belt yet because Christian Cage grabbed it and acted like he won. So that was an interesting call.
That was.
I mean, I suspect that was done just because brand new show. You want something big to happen. But it just has, Wardlow has not had the best of luck when having that title. This was his third reign, and none of them have been memorable. So
yeah, there's still some work he needs to do to become the guy that they want him to be.
Yeah,
it feels like they're pushing him, almost like NXT did Braun Breaker.
Yeah. So, let's see. Speaking of which, we did have the debut edition of AEW Collision on Saturday night. First, I will say it was great to hear Kevin Kelly and Nigel McGuinness together again.
Yeah, I forgot McGuinness was going to be on it when I first turned it on. I'm like, wait, what?
It was really good to hear them. Of course, Kevin's still working, does the English commentary for NJPW World. Nigel, of course, now with AEW and Ring of Honor. So it was good to hear them together again, going back to their days in Ring of Honor. I enjoyed it. Jim Ross joined him for the main event.
Yeah, blew out his pipes.
Well, yeah, he was hoarse. He also had a black eye from a fall. And then, in fact,
I was gonna say I didn't do it
after the show. He tweeted out he apologized for being hoarse. He's going to step away for a little bit and heal. Oh, so I hope.
Could he apologize for that stupid song?
No, yeah, well, that's another story.
So I'm saying I didn't.
But but I mean, I hope that he doesn't have to be away for very long because I mean, it's Jim Ross. He's the legend.
And healing from.
Well, it could be anything. He's dealt with some. I know he's dealt with some form of cancer. I can't remember which. He may need a little time to refresh. So
too much travel.
We either way, hope for the best for good old JR. Yeah. Collision saw the return of the voice of the voiceless, CM Punk, with that promo.
You want to talk about a voice? I could have sworn there was going to be like a snake in the bag or something.
Well, and that's another thing. So first of all, he cuts this promo, does take a swipe at the Young Bucks, does take a few other swipes. Young Bucks, for what it's worth, if you believe the talk around the campfire, took it as a lighthearted moment.
Yeah, you got to expect Punk's going to do what Punk's going to do. Yeah. So it's not like it's a surprise.
They did but he mentioned about he was carrying this red bag, and this bag looked like the bag that they carry the championship belts in. and he was referencing the fact that he never got pinned for the world title, but he never said world title, never said AEW world title.
Right.
He just said, I never lost this,
And I noticed
whatever.
he never took it out of the bag.
And yes, which makes me think it was just a bag with just something in it to make it look like there was a belt in it.
Yeah.
It could have been any belt.
Yeah, just something they grabbed from the merch stand.
So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, he was in the main event.
How old am I that I automatically went to a snake?
I know. He was in the main event with FTR, the AEW World Tag Team Champions, taking on Samoa Joe, Jay White, and Juice Robinson, and they got the win. So it was, it was a great match. It really was.
Mm-hmm.
We also saw the returns of Andrade El Idolo, which, you tell me, are we seeing a babyface turn with Andrade?
Felt like it.
It did feel like it.
Especially with the beatdown afterwards.
He was trying to. I mean, So he wrestled Buddy Matthews, beats Buddy Matthews, and then extends his hand. And then, of course, lights go out. Lights come back on. There's Brody King and Malachi Black, and they beat him down.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm wondering if maybe that felt like maybe a face turn for Andrade.
Definitely.
He
got a good pop.
I could swear he was still part of La Facción Ingobernales with Roosh and Dralistico and.
Well, who knows? It's been a while.
Yeah. So.
But the finish with the figure 8.
And we saw both of them. So Buddy Matthews uses the standing cloverleaf, which is used by his girlfriend, the current
that's right,
WWE Women's World Champion Rhea Ripley, and then Andrade puts Buddy in the figure 4 and then transitions to the figure 8, which is used by his wife, none other than WWE superstar Charlotte Flair.
Yeah, when he bridged up, the crowd went nuts.
Of course they did.
And I didn't even think about it. And
as soon as I saw it, I'm going to,
oh, yeah. Until I heard the crowd, I'm like, oh, yeah. Face turn.
Yeah, so. Anyway, so we saw him return, and we saw Miro come back.
Finally.
Yeah, it's been a while, but great to see Miro. He looks phenomenal.
Yeah, he does. But he just keeps hitting snags.
We'll
see. Stop.
Let's hope he can like put together a good run here.
Yeah.
But yeah, good to see Miro. Good. We will see Scorpio Sky return next week.
Yeah, I've been wondering about him for a while, man.
Which, Circus fam, we love Sky. So
here's a question for you: are they really going to keep the rosters separate? Dynamite and Collision.
There's been a lot of talk about that. The latest I heard, and this is like multiple sources, Fightful and Wrestling Observer and a couple others. I think right now it's not quite a brand split. It's more just there are certain wrestlers that you will see on one show or the other for a little while.
Okay.
But it's not really a brand. They're not going to call it a brand split. I think because they don't want to run into the pratfalls that WWE's running into right now.
And they shouldn't. I'm wondering if you're going to see like maybe one title more often on Collision than you see on on Dynamite, maybe. Because having the TNT title and the international title and the world title, you can kind of move those couple of those around a little bit.
Yeah, but you're not going to see one title exclusively on one show.
Right.
They're going to be on both shows. So, let's switch gears, talk about WWE, and let's talk about that super kick. It finally happened. Jey Uso hits the super kick on Roman, and then they both super kick Solo, and then they both super kick Roman. The bloodline is officially, at least for now, crumbled.
Is it weird that I didn't think it was going to happen yet? It actually caught me by surprise.
It's funny. I think maybe a lot of people thought maybe it'd drag on a little longer.
They played it.
And in fact, it's going to be the Bloodline Civil War at Money in the Bank, Roman and Solo taking on Jay and Jimmy.
I thought they were going to stretch it out to like SummerSlam.
Well, we will, but needless to say, got a big pop, as you might expect.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, pretty big. So, Monday night on Raw, Tommaso Ciampa is back. Great to see him.
Let me tell you, I didn't realize he was from Cleveland. So it was
A
really
lot of wrestlers
smart of them.
Yeah, a lot of wrestlers.
Yeah, it was really smart of them to not bring him back until he was in Cleveland.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the WWE casual audience didn't watch NXT. They don't know him. So he didn't really get over in his first couple stints there on the main roster.
Yeah.
And we're just glad he avoided getting fired. Because, Vince didn't like him that much in the first place. But to bring him back in Cleveland against The Miz, got a huge pop, and that's going to help him going forward with other people
Got the
that
win
didn't
against
really
The Miz.
know who he was.
Yeah. Again, if you believe the talk around the campfire, the rumor and innuendo, there is talk they may reunite DIY with Johnny Gargano. If that would be, I think that would be cool.
That'd be great if they can keep Vince away.
Well, yeah. I mean, Vince is going to make his changes.
Yeah.
So. But
I know he doesn't like tag teams. He doesn't like small guys.
It would be cool to see them,
it would.
together again and get some success like they had in NXT. So
It'd also be good if they finally separate those tag titles. You got all these tag teams that you actually do something with.
I don't know when they're going to do that. Oh, there's Seth Rollins with taped up ribs. Mm-hmm. We'll see. I don't know when they're going to split the tag titles. It feels like it could be a while.
It's starting to feel that way. And
I
don't like it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
they have so many tag teams. That they
and if they split them, they're going to have to. They're probably going to rebrand them like they did with the women's titles.
Mm-hmm. They definitely.
So that
need
you
new
don't
straps.
have.
Lord, they're ugly.
So you don't deal with a brand specific, your Raw tag team title or SmackDown tag team title.
Right. You have your WWE
call
tag team champs and the World tag team
call
champs.
one of them World, one of them Universal.
Yeah.
Seems simple enough. So.
Yeah. But there's so many teams that they could be doing stuff with, and they're just not. They're finally kind of starting.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, we're the Viking Raiders. They're finally doing something with Alpha Academy.
Well, Viking Raiders got the win against Alpha Academy.
Like I said, they're finally doing something.
Yeah.
But for most of the last couple months,
True.
Hit Rose and catering.
I'm a fan of the Viking Raiders. So, hey. We now have both the ladder matches set for Money in the Bank. The men's Money in the Bank match will be Ricochet, Shinsuke Nakamura, LA Knight, Santos Escobar, Butch from the Brawling Brutes, Damian Priest from Judgment Day, and Logan Paul.
Oh my God, Stu! I'm so scared. I am deathly afraid that they're gonna put that briefcase in the hands of Logan Paul. I haven't been this afraid of something since Henry Cejudo went for his title against Aljamain Sterling.
There's a piece of me that
I can't take it, man.
There's a piece of me that could see that happening
because they see dollar signs. And they're right, but
they're not going to give him the world title or the Universal title.
Are you sure?
I don't think so.
Are you sure, Stu?
No, I'm not.
No, you're not.
I'm not completely sure, but
they made fun of David Arquette, but they're on the verge of doing the same thing.
Well,
that
anyway,
briefcase belongs to LA Knight. Damn it!
And that's what a lot of people are saying, that it's going to be. I think LA Knight could be the favorite to win,
and that's
which
what
I think
me.
would be fantastic.
It would be, but that's why it scares me that they're not going to do it.
I would love for LA Knight to just Yeah. There we go. Anyway,
edit point.
So, yeah, I'd love to see that, but we'll see.
That'd be great.
The women's match.
So scared.
Trish Stratus, Becky Lynch, Bayley, Io Sky, Zelina Vega, and Zoe Stark. I got a feeling Io Sky might be the favorite. We will see.
Feels like one of those things that Vince would change.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I think right now Io Sky is the favorite. It could lead to splitting up Damage Control, especially now that Dakota Kai is still on the shelf with injury. So
I was gonna say
we'll see.
I put my money on Bailey splitting up Damage Control the other way. Dakota Kai comes back and her and Io attack Bailey, kick her out of Damage Control like they did Judgment Day.
We'll see.
I don't know. It doesn't feel like Io is that over. And I know this is supposed to help with that, but you got to be kind of over to get
I
it.
think she's getting there, though. I really do. So,
But then there's also the language barrier and cutting a promo that
a little bit.
do.
I mean, she, we've heard her speak English, and she does okay. It's kind of like Shinsuke.
Yeah. Now Asuka did win it. The same, despite the same thing.
Absolutely.
So it could happen.
And she held it for a while. So.
Yeah.
We do know that WWE is also planning for the fall. In fact, we now know 2 premium live events.
Tell me they're going back to Sundays.
I didn't write if it was Saturday or Sunday.
Oh,
I think they're
you tease.
Saturdays. They have announced Payback will be September 2nd in Pittsburgh.
Don't do Saturdays in the fall.
Let's see,
that's
September
college football.
2nd is a Saturday.
Why would you go against college football?
Because audiences are different. The people that watch college football religiously probably don't watch WWE.
The people that watch college football the most religiously are in the South and the Midwest. And those are your wrestling.
So, Payback, September 2nd in Pittsburgh, and then Fastlane, October 7th in Indianapolis.
Saturday.
So,
I hope they at least check the dates with the UFC so they don't put those on the same nights. Now that they're both partners.
We know AEW Collision will go up against them, so
Yeah, and at least, but now UFC and WWE are partners. They're under the same umbrella, so it would be really dumb.
Different disciplines.
Not that big a difference in the audience, though. Trust me.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm both of them, and the audience isn't that different, and you don't want to split it, even if it's like 20%.
So anyway, there you go. Make your plans accordingly. Going to take a quick time out. When we come back, we will hear from the brand new Impact Wrestling World Champion, Alex Shelley. That's coming up next on Sports Guys Talking Wrestling on the Horn. Sorry, I was trying to wrap up there.
It's okay. I get off on tangents sometimes. Hey, worst promo, Cora Jade or Tiffany Stratton?
Man.
Whoa.
She
had me fooled.
Oh, no. Dana Brooke went for her cartwheel thing and couldn't mount it, and now she's down. And they're waiting for the medical staff to come out.
Yeah. I don't know if she's that good an actor. Because it did look like her knee went. But I don't know if she's still... Oh, they're going to replay this. Oh, no, they're not. Okay.
No, we've gone to the picture-in-picture commercial break as we have a promo for the Open Championship from Royal Liverpool.
Golf in windy, rainy conditions. Who was the guy that they used to have in was it WCW? Like the dancing German guy.
Alex Wright.
Oh, okay.
The Wunderkind.
I could not. I'd see Alex Shelley, and I'm like, wait a second. No, that's not him. And
No,
I tried
Alex
to tell myself,
Wright.
wait, that's it. I'm like, no, that's not him. It looks like same build, same first name. I'm like, wait, that's not him.
Not necessarily the same build.
It's similar.
I think Alex Wright was a little more skinnier.
Yeah, but that was like years ago.
Well, yeah,
so
but still.
You'd bulk up by now, you know.
Alex Shelley he's not. He's a punk rock guy. Believe me, we talked about it.
Yeah. I was like, but I'd see him, I'm like, Alex, that's...
And Alex Shelley has...
What happened to Alex Wright?
Alex Shelley has probably 10 to 20 times the talent that Alex Wright has.
Yeah. But hey, he wasn't the wunderkind.
I mean, Alex Shelley showed up in NXT one time.
Yeah.
They were doing the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, and he was reunited with Kushida for the Time Splitters.
Wow.
Former 3-time IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champions.
That I do remember.
So, yeah. So we don't know. Don't know if this is storyline or legit, but they are
bring Dana Brooke back.
They're going to put Dana Brooke on the stretcher. They got an air cast ready to put on her leg. Cora Jade. And that's the thing. Cora Jade she's not attacking. She's not.
Yeah.
They keep holding her back. But, she's sitting.
Yeah, she's still
but she's not doing anything.
Yeah, but she's doing a good job of staying in character and not making it just a sad moment.
So it leads you to think it might be a legit injury.
Yeah, when I saw her land, I jumped. I'm especially sensitive to leg injuries myself. I'm like, I don't know if you can act your way into that one right there.
I don't know.
And also, you don't bring Dana Brooke back here just to have her do an injury angle.
By the way, as I mentioned, the Alex Shelley interview is in the can, so, go check it out after we're done.
Cora Jade's doing a good job here. That's the commercial I saw where there was just a butt all of a sudden.
There's a butt.
And then I just saw the hair. I was like, is that Richard Simmons?
Okay. Sure.
I didn't see her face. Oh, wait.
Hold it.
You dirty bee.
So, okay, so now
it's an overcome injury angle.
I guess.
I don't appreciate those.
I'm not crazy about it. So Dana Brooke has gotten off the stretcher. Roll up to kick out.
I see. If she'd have pinned her, I could have still believed that it was an injury, and they're just kind of something to finish the show.
Yeah.
They didn't even tie up the air cast, and her first couple steps were perfect. Never mind.
So, yeah. Well, it is developmental.
Screw you, Sean.
It is developmental. So, all right, let's do the last segment.
What do we got here? Ah, cool.
YouTube, Twitch. We'll be right back. Back here on Sports Guys Talking Wrestling, Stu Myrick, Eddie Cross from Fight Night joining me this week. I got a couple of cards to tell you about happening in independent wrestling around the state of Texas. We will start in Arlington. VIP Wrestling presents Catch These Hands Friday at St. Jude's Hall in Arlington. Bell time 8 p.m. Central. Matt Seidel will be there. Kerry Morton, the NWA World Junior Heavyweight Champion, will be there. Barrett Brown, Miranda Alize, and more. That's VIP Wrestling this Friday night in Arlington. Then Metroplex Wrestling presents House Party Saturday at the MPX Event Center in Bedford. Bell time 8 p.m. Central. Aaron Eagle, Exodus Prime, Red Chambers, Killicate, and more. That's Metroplex Wrestling this Saturday night in Bedford. And that's a look at independent wrestling around the area, wherever you may be. Go out and support independent wrestling. Real quick, this is a couple months away, but there is a benefit show Saturday, August 12th. It'll be at the Gilmer Civic Center in Gilmer. That's just near Longview. It is a benefit for Black Bart, the Texas wrestling legend, spent time in Crockett and everywhere. He's dealing with some multiple medical issues, and so try to raise a little money to help him out. They have announced appearances by Miranda Gordy, Rugged Rod Price, Sam Houston, Hollywood John Tatum, Princess Victoria, and more. You can check it out on social media. I saw it on James Beard's Facebook page, and I've seen it a couple other spots. But Saturday, August 12th, the East Texas Wrestling Alliance holding that benefit show for Black Bart. So, and then one other thing, AEW and Warner Brothers Discovery is going to develop a mobile game called AEW Figure Fighters. It'll be a free-to-play game that you can download on your phone. They are planning for a 2024 release for that game. Eddie, thanks for joining me.
Hey, my
Tell
pleasure,
everybody
man.
how to find you and Fight Night.
You can find me on Twitter at Eddie Experience, 1 E in the middle. You can find the show, me and Jordan, at Fight Night ATX everywhere. And you can find the podcast online by the time you hear this. And you'll hear us on the air an hour ago.
That's right.
Trying to figure out
Something like that. That'll do it for this week's Sports Guys Talking Wrestling. You can follow Justin Smash Simmons on Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch at The Smash Simmons. And hopefully he will be back with me next week. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Stu Myrick. That's STEWMYRICK. You can follow the show on Twitter and Twitch at SGTWATX. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Sports Guys Talking Wrestling. We live stream on YouTube most Tuesday nights, 7:30 p.m. Central. That's on Twitch as well. You can catch us Wednesday nights at 10 p.m. Central on the flagship radio station for University of Texas Athletics, The Horn, 104.9, 101.9 FM, and AM 1260. Or you can catch us anytime on demand by either going to hornfm.com and click on the On-Air tab, or by subscribing to us on your favorite podcast provider. Make sure you rate and review us while you're there. For Eddie, I'm Stu. Thank you so much for giving us part of your time, and we will see you at the matches.
Goodbye and good night. Bang!
And that's how they do it.
And that's a wrap. And that's
It is.
the way the cookie crumbles.
And they've been doing this thing with, and I never hear it. They're doing this thing
You don't
with,
go back and watch?
Well, okay, and they just showed him with his father. I can't remember his father's name, but
well, you haven't said
he
who
was
he
he was
is.
one half. Okay, this is Von Wagner.
There you go.
Sorry about that. Von Wagner and Robert Stone, and they're going through Von's childhood, and he had to have some surgeries having to do with his head.
Maybe brain
And they
surgery or
just,
something,
in
yeah.
fact, they just showed a picture of Von Wagner as a baby being held by his father, Wayne Bloom. That's who it is.
There you go.
He was one half of the Beverly Brothers in WWE.
That's it.
And
wanna
I
keep
think he
saying
worked.
Quebecers, and I'm like, no, that's
I want to say they worked. WCW is like the new Minnesota Wrecking Crew or something like that. Anyway, so they've been doing this thing, and I'm not sure because Von Wagner was drafted, or it was. I'm sorry, he was sent. He was designated as a free agent. Yes, during the WWE draft.
Remember that time that Vince just randomly had him as like a
Which-
security or something?
Yeah,
Personal
which,
security.
that means he can show up on any brand. He
Yeah.
can show up Raw, SmackDown, or NXT.
The fact that Vince grabbed him just makes you think that they think he's got big potential, and they're spending all this time and money on him. Hey, look, there's Queen Charmel.
So, hey, yeah.
Those his kids?
Sharmell is on. Yeah, I think that's Booker's kids, with Sharmell sitting behind Booker at the on NXT at the Performance Center. So
does that mean he doesn't have to order his own DoorDash?
But yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah.
So,
but
ROW has a show coming up. I want to say July 15th, I think.
Yeah, I got a lot of big names coming.
Yeah.
But I don't know if this thing's going to get Von Wagner over.
Well, like I said, I don't know. I haven't been able to hear him, so I want to watch the segments and see what they're doing. But, yeah,
it's like the sentimental thing never really works anymore.
I don't know.
They really tried it with Lacey
Evans?
Yeah. I mean, even
Good
using
God,
a military background.
And that's been.
I mean, pandering to the truth didn't even work for
and
them.
And look, Lacey's a fellow veteran, all the respect in the world for her, but I just can't buy into her.
You know what she needs to do? She needs to go, and this is going to sound horrible, she needs to go full-on nationalist, dress up in her camo, and go after every women's wrestler that's not from the U.S. Oh, you're from Japan?
Nope.
Attacked in the back.
No,
you're from Australia? Boom, in the back. Oh, you're from England?
No.
Boom.
No, that's.
I mean, it'd be a
That's
horrible
way
heel.
too much. That's way too. Yeah, I think.
But
that's
80s wrestling right there.
Yeah, but it's not. It's not the 8. It's 2023.
I know.
You can't do that.
I said it was horrible.
Oh,
I said it was horrible.
so,
Problem is, she'd probably be too into it.
Well, yeah. Oh man. So anyway, all right. Well, we're gonna sign off and check out the rest of NXT. Thanks to everybody joining us. Hope you enjoy it. Like I said, check out the Alex Shelley interview. It should be up on the channel now. Justin might be back with me next week. We shall see. We'll preview Money in the Bank. We'll talk Fallout from Forbidden Door and more. Yeah. So until next week, for Eddie, I'm Stu. Thanks so much.